I got humbled by the training.
You can do a marathon and win a powerlifting meet the same day. True story. Welcome to a new episode of the Pack Mentality Podcast. So today, new guest on the show, Christie,
Hi.
which is usually behind the camera, but today in front of the camera. Hi, Christie. Christie, coach at Underdog, so teaching fitness, strength, cardio, hyrox, everything.
Yeah.
Christie, you've had a pretty busy last 4 weeks. You competed in hyrox for the first time end of July. Right after, you had USAPL Powerlifting Championships.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit of your background and then your powerlifting competition went?
So I powerlifted for around 3 to 4 years, competing for 2 years, and hyrox was something that I did as a side quest. Wanted to try it out of curiosity. As a hyrox coach, it would benefit myself and the members here having first-hand experience just behind the logistics and the strategy of the race and understanding the standards, understanding the map. And that's why I decided to do a double and a relay.
I want to talk about powerlifting first. I think it's the most recent. So it was Hong Kong Championship. Previously, you were junior champion of Hong Kong, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And this time you placed third?
Third in my weight class and age group, but fourth overall.
Okay, congratulations. Can you tell us about the competition, how it went, what went good, what went wrong?
It was definitely tough coming out of hyrox, having my legs very burnt out, and then also having such a short time frame to prep for powerlifting. I only had realistically 2 weeks. I didn't have time to taper. So it was just going in as if I'm doing 1 rep max in the gym. I definitely didn't get the result that I wanted. I didn't do my best compared to the other competition that I did, but I'm still very happy regarding of how many things I've done in the span of just 2 months.
But that was expected, right? That
Yes.
you would come in not prepared in an ideal way
Yeah.
and just kind of wing it and do it for fun.
Wanted to do it for fun, but also I have the tendency of want it all. And I really wanted a total PR, but it's definitely about managing your expectation. And it was no surprise that for anything that requires a lot more lower body in powerlifting like squat and deadlift, I did not do as well, but bench I did better than expected.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm happy with that.
Okay, I want to talk a bit more about powerlifting in general. So you've been doing powerlifting for many years now, competed a good amount of time. What do you like about powerlifting? What makes you keep practicing, keep competing over several years?
I do really like strength training. Competing in a certain weight class and age group makes everything very fair. Powerlifting, it consists of 3 main compound movements, your squat, your bench, and deadlifts. And how you win a competition is the best lift of those 3 added up all together.
So as heavy as you can for 1 rep.
Yes, and I like that aspect of it as how technical it is. There's always something you can improve, even though it looks very simple. From an outsider, you literally just lift heavy circles up and down.
Yeah. Powerlifting is also very numbers driven, like
Yes.
data driven somehow.
It's data driven, it's numbers driven, but at the same time, it's also about staying disciplined within your whole block when it comes to training. Usually people train for 3 months, train 4 or 5 times a week. I think giving yourself that challenge and sticking to training regardless of how you felt that day is definitely a rewarding challenge than just hitting that 1 rep max.
So a big thing about basically improving yourself, right? Like as in, like last year you did X and this year you want to do X plus 10 kilo, for example, right? So it's like kind of you against you,
Yeah,
am I right?
powerlifting I think is pretty straightforward. You follow a certain program, a certain numbers, you hit a certain volume. So what you did on the platform or in the gym that you're trying out your 1 rep max is how much effort you put in. Once you hit a certain point, doing squat, bench, and deadlift over and over again can get quite boring, and also challenging your mind that this will get easier.
If you're training aimless, it's hard to do the same thing over and over. Like you might be like, okay, like every week I'm gonna do 5 sets of 5 squats, 5 sets of 5 bench, 5 sets of 5 deadlift, and at some point you're like, yeah, okay, like without a target, I think you start to one, get bored, and two, kind of plateau.
Yeah.
But if you are in that mindset of, okay, like I'm doing 100 and I want to do 110, then you train with purpose, you train with consistency, and you train with more drive, and then you're more likely to actually improve than just going through the motions. Pretty much. Okay, for people out there interested in strength training or powerlifting, what would you recommend for them, whether it's just for training or for competing?
Having either a friend or a coach to start off with, because strength training, you can get seriously injured if you do it wrong. I think going into the gym by yourself can be quite intimidating as a first timer. Yeah. In Hong Kong, like any commercial gym that you go into, people are quite helpful. You could always ask. I think taking the initiative to ask someone, it can be quite scary. So I think starting off with bringing a friend, I'm sure there's lots of people around your community, your friend group are also into gymming.
And I feel also in powerlifting, there's a big factor where a lot of people are scared. I think powerlifting is a scary name. I think people think I'm not powerful, that's not for me. And they might not even try because of the intimidation factor.
I think it's for everybody a sport that is very empowering. Instead of saying that powerlifting is scary. I do think, you see those big plates, the barbell, people screaming in the gym, like it is quite scary and what your body can do, and doing something that like lifting your body weight or lifting more than your body weight, it's very empowering.
You went from hyrox end of July right into powerlifting championship mid-August, so you had about 2-3 weeks. I assume hyrox kind of impacted your powerlifting training, right?
Yes, I think it's all about managing your fatigue. Running hyrox station requires a lot of legs, and so as for powerlifting, your squat and your deadlifts.
But it does impact your strength as well, right?
I wouldn't say as much.
Really?
I think surprisingly, it did not affect as much, because I think I managed my expectation of like, oh my God, I'm going to lose it all. It might sound counterintuitive, but I think it helped with my recovery a little bit more. A chill run. It helped with my recovery for the next day for my powerlifting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you might say that in a way there was some benefits to it too for your powerlifting?
Yes, that translated into hyrox, especially for the stations. I would say I did not really train much for the stations. It was mostly just run and powerlifting. It's because I already have a good foundation for strength, so doing anything weighted like sled push and pull and wall ball, I didn't really struggle. Just dialing in on the run and getting that muscle endurance.
To hyrox, so you did doubles with KK, so women's doubles, and you did a relay as well.
Yes.
So how did it go? Overall impression of your experience and results?
Results, I'm very happy. It was just I didn't set a very high expectation, because I only had 2-3 months of training. It was something
with zero background of running and cardio.
I don't run.
Yeah.
I hate running. And I think having a very strong doubles partner really helped. Like KK was my lifesaver. Like, she did maybe 80% of the stations, and I just had to keep up with the run. I think the community compared to powerlifting is much bigger.
Oh, it's huge, yeah.
As well. I think powerlifting, one, the community is small, and also I don't think it's as trendy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I enjoyed the hyrox community a bit more. I think everyone, you get to cheer everybody on throughout the race course, whereas powerlifting, you just kind of stand in the front or
Yeah, I think it's also like the event itself is fun. You bump into a
Yeah.
lot of people, the music is blasting.
Yeah.
And I think you see a lot of people achieving something, and that's always a positive thing. So I think the whole vibe is very positive. I think
Yes.
it's always a good time, honestly.
Yes.
I've never come out of a hyrox event and be like, yeah, you know what? I don't feel better than when I came in. So as a coach, you got some people ready, whether through group classes or personal training. So how was it to take them on this hyrox journey?
They were very up for it at first when I asked. I feel like anybody can do a relay. It's just running 2K and 2 stations. When with minimal training, you can definitely do it. And I think having 4 people doing it all together was fun. It was also motivating for me to train harder, because they were also complete beginners, no background in terms of running or cardio or HIIT. Having someone along the way helped and it motivated me as a coach, and it's also motivating for them.
So just to clarify, these people were part of a relay team with you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And also you helped me set realistic expectations.
Basically, Christie was asking every single coach individually the same questions, hoping for a better answer. She was asking, can I do hyrox, singles or doubles, get a decent time and still perform good at powerlifting?
You peer pressured me into doing a single.
I
And
tried.
I got humbled by the training. It was so hot outside.
It is hot.
Yeah.
But you did really good.
Thank you.
And now she's a runner, by the way.
I'm not.
She still runs post hyrox twice a week at least. You're a runner. You need to. Oh, it's okay. You're in the denial right now.
Oh,
but
yeah.
We'll get to acceptance soon enough.
But yeah, you were the one that told me you need to start running like now. Because running, you cannot start from zero. The stations, I don't think, I barely trained for the stations before
I was not worried about the stations.
Yeah.
Like you said, being strong. Honestly, if you don't want to have an amazing time, just being strong and running good is enough. And knowing the standards and the movements. Being good at running and being strong is more than enough.
Especially for doubles. And it just it helped partnering up with KK.
Yeah, because doubles, your partner can cover up and the stations are fairly quick, split in half. So, yeah, more emphasis on running is more beneficial. Yeah. What does the future look like for Coach Christie? Are we doing more powerlifting? Are we doing more hyrox? Are you a hybrid power star?
Don't say that. I am in hibernation mode, off season. There's no competition for me, powerlifting competition, until next year. Hyrox, I'm not too sure.
We'll get her back.
I mean, I'm just chilling now. I will do whatever that I want to do.
More running. A marathon.
Yes, actually, I don't know.
You've changed, Christy. You've changed.
I do want to do more, but after the powerlifting comp and the results that I did, like, I wanted more.
Honestly, more running, less strength. That's it.
I don't think so.
Personally,
I still have numbers that I wanted to hit. And I know if I do
the more you
hyrox-
run, the more strength you're gonna lose, though.
But I am so far into running. It was so hard for me to get started.
To get back into, can I do both? I think the answer is yes.
Yes and no.
But they don't necessarily help each other too much. So it's more a matter of which one is your priority.
Mm-hmm.
If powerlifting is your priority and you're okay to just be okay at hyrox, then prioritize being strong and close to competition. Run less or don't run at all.
Yeah,
if you
I know,
prioritize hyrox, then closer to hyrox day, you run more, you lift less.
Yes.
So it's all a matter of priority. Which was basically the question she was asking everybody. She got the same answer and she kept asking in case we changed our answer.
So what's the answer? So do I run?
Yes. You can do a marathon and win a powerlifting meet the same day. True story.
But
That's the answer you want? That's it? Yeah.